1 jar of gold glitter, bought for 1 birthday cake in April. By New Year's Eve, it had touched Halloween candy apples, 2 trays of Christmas cookies, a batch of chocolate-covered strawberries, and a midnight champagne toast. Same jar, still not empty.
And here's the version that actually happens in my house. I bought a jar for my daughter's unicorn cake 2 years ago. It got used exactly once. It's been hiding behind the sprinkles ever since because I honestly don't know what else it's for.
Welcome to the Monégasque Table. That jar behind the sprinkles is today's whole episode. What can you actually put edible glitter on?
And I want a real map, not the possibilities are endless. Nothing is endless. I have one cabinet.
Then here's the answer up front. The technical sheet for this stuff lists 5 places it belongs: cake, candy, beverages, cocktails, and chocolate. That's the official territory. But the honest rule is just 2 questions. Can you see it there? And will the surface hold on to it? Pass both, and it works. Fail either, and you're wasting a pinch. The rest of this episode is walking the map with those 2 questions in hand.
Fine. I'm keeping score, though. Put it on anything is exactly what a label wants me to believe.
Keep score. Start where the buyers actually are. Cake. There's an analysis of about 2,400 category reviews, and when people describe what they put their glitter on, cake decoration is 52.1% of the usage mentions. Half the map is one country.
Hold on. Half? This stuff gets sold as drink glitter. You've been telling me for weeks that drinks are the growth story. Now the reviews say half of everything is frosting?
Both things are true, and the gap between them is the useful part. Buyers don't treat drink glitter and cake glitter as 2 different products. The jar migrates. It comes home for a cocktail party and ends up on a birthday cake, or the other way around. Zoom out to search data and drinks still lead. The drinks and cocktail cluster runs roughly double the cake cluster, but reviews measure what people actually did. And what they did was frost things.
Okay, so the jar's a commuter. Where on a cake does it actually earn its spot? Because I dusted buttercream once and it just vanished.
Contrast. That's the can you see it question doing its job. Gold on white buttercream gives you that soft candlelight sheen, the kind that makes the table go quiet for half a second. Gold on yellow frosting disappears. Same jar, wrong background. And the easiest win in the whole category is gold or silver on dark chocolate ganache. The dark backdrop does all the work for you.
And after cake? What does the rest of the map look like?
Occasions, mostly. In that same review analysis, holiday treats are 20.1% of the usage mentions, and cocktails are 13.9%. So, cakes, then holiday baking, then drinks. And one detail from those reviews I can't stop thinking about. The single most mentioned person in them is my daughter.
That tracks. Nobody buys shimmer for themselves. You buy it because a small person requested a magic cake.
Now the long tail, because this is where the map gets fun. Every month on Google, about 320 searches for edible glitter on cupcakes, 260 for cookies, 110 for chocolate-covered strawberries, 90 for champagne. And past that, it goes wonderfully weird. Coffee, wine, even beer, about 10 searches a month.
Somewhere out there, somebody is glittering a beer. Godspeed.
The strawberries deserve a minute, by the way. Chocolate-covered strawberries might be the most beginner-proof thing on the whole map. You dust while the chocolate is still wet, the coating sets, and the sparkle locks in. It can't fall off. It can't smear. If you've never used glitter before, start there. Not with a cake.
All right, but now I get my punch, because I ran your little map and it failed me. Sugar cookies for the school bake sale. Cooled, plain, dry tops. I dusted them, packed the tin, and by pickup, half the shimmer was sitting at the bottom like gold dandruff.
That's the round you win, and it's the most useful mistake in this episode.
Thank you. I earned it with a whole tin of sad cookies.
Because glitter has no glue of its own. Sparkle Lab, 30 seconds. This is a mineral powder. It doesn't dissolve, it doesn't melt in, it just sits wherever you put it. On a wet or tacky surface, it grips. Frosting, glaze, royal icing before it dries, melted chocolate. On a dry surface, it's dust on a windowsill. So your cookie fix is one step. A thin glaze first, then dust while it's tacky. Same cookies, completely different ending.
So the sheet's 5 categories are really just things that are moist, sticky, or liquid.
That's the pattern underneath, yes. Cake has frosting. Candy and chocolate get dusted while they set. Drinks hold the flakes in suspension. We've measured that one on this show before, 0.1 grams a glass. The map looks wide, but the physics is one sentence. Give it grip or give it liquid.
And your "can you see it" question kills a chunk of that beverage lane, doesn't it? Half of what people drink is opaque. Cola, coffee, chocolate milk. You could stir in the whole jar and nobody would ever know.
Right. And I'll give you that half point too. The reviewer's own rule is that it works best with clear drinks, and they're correct. The beverage lane is real, but it's narrower than the word beverages suggests. Clear and pale, or don't bother. One more thing before the honest segment. Amazon category data shows the products sold for both drinks and cakes pull noticeably more shoppers than the single-purpose ones. Buyers already know what we just spent this episode proving. The jar that only does one job is the jar that ends up behind the sprinkles.
Mine is nodding along from the cabinet. Okay, who should skip it? Somebody always should.
3 skips. If your table runs dark and opaque, coffee drinks, cola, deep chocolate everything, no pale surface in sight. You'll never see the shimmer, so save your money. If what you actually want is crunch or flavor, this is the wrong tool. The powder is flavorless on purpose, so buy sprinkles instead and enjoy the crunch. And if the project is display only and nobody eats it, you don't need edible pricing at all. That's a craft store errand.
Scorecard time. I walked in with a jar that had done exactly one job in 2 years. Where I've landed, the map is real. Cakes are half the territory, holiday treats and cocktails cover most of the rest, and the long tail runs all the way to some hero glittering a beer. My 2 questions from now on: can I see it, and will it hold? My cookie rule: give it something to grip. Glaze first, dust while tacky. And the real lesson: this was never a one-cake purchase. It's a year-round jar. Caveats I'm keeping: clear drinks only, and contrast or it's invisible.
That's the map. And if your problem turns out to be the opposite one color, 12 occasions. The Mungie ASQUE 12 color gift set is on Amazon. A dozen shades with sifter caps, so the Halloween orange and the Christmas red live in the same box.
One thing is still bugging me, though. My cookie fix: glaze, dust, done. But what if I want to dust the tray before it goes in? Can you bake edible glitter in the oven, or does the heat kill the sparkle?
That's next week's question, and the answer involves a melting point that made me laugh out loud. Come back for it. Quick note before we go. This show is produced by the team at Monégasque with AI-crafted hosts, and every number you heard was checked by humans against the documents. See you at the table.